Hello again, and welcome back to FSD TV. I'm your host, Mark Sonny, and today we have Keely Michaels with us, who's going to show us how to learn stories through puppetry. So, Keely, show us how.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Michaels, and I'm from Woodcrest. I'm a kindergarten and first grade teacher. Wait, I'm Mrs. Michaels. This is a little confusing. We are both very excited to be here today. Thank you for tuning in, Fullerton Scholars. Today, we are going to learn about story elements and puppetry. Once you know the basic story elements, you can create your very own puppet show. I can't wait. Let's get started. So what are story elements? These are the pieces that make up a story. Can everyone say character? Awesome. Great job. A character is a person, animal, creature, or thing in a story. Let's move on to setting. Can everyone say setting? Great job. The setting is when and where the story takes place. For example, I have a beach here, and it might be the afternoon. Next is plot. Can everyone say, what happens? What happens? Great job. The events that happen in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. And in the plot, we can have a problem and a solution. So the problem is something that goes wrong in the story, and the solution is how the problem is solved. I want to show you this graphic organizer. This will help you create your story so then you can create your puppet show. So you might want to give your story a title, and then you're going to have your characters, your setting, your problem and your solution, and their beginning, middle, and end. Now that we know about story elements, we're going to talk about puppetry. The basics of puppetry are movement, eye contact, emotion, and voice. Now that we know about story elements and a little bit about puppetry, let's make some puppets. I can't wait. The first puppet that we have here is called the wooden spoon puppet. And you are going to need a wooden spoon, glue, decorations, paint, scissors, and I used felt, but you could also use paper for this. So we're gonna use this spoon right here, and I painted it prior to coming here today to show you. And I'm gonna have this, can't wait to show you what character I'm gonna make. I'm gonna have this be one of my decorations, this felt part. I'm just gonna cut the edges here. Bet you can guess what I might be making. I'm gonna put some glue right here. Lay this down. And have my Google eyes. You can use any kind of glue. I have a special craft glue, but you can also use just regular glue. That will work also. And put the ears. Do you think you know what it is yet? If you guessed a lion, you're right. Okay, put a little bit more here. And can't forget his little nose. Perfect. Okay, so that is a wooden spoon puppet. I know you will enjoy using that in your puppet show. Next, we're gonna do a paper hand puppet. So you're gonna need paper, craft pipe cleaners, a hole punch, decorations, scissors, and glue. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hole punch. I'm gonna do 4 holes right down here. And then I'm gonna do these 2 on the side. I have 2 different size hole punches. And I can need 1 more over here. That looks good. Okay, I'm gonna slide this through. I'm gonna give, I'm making a spider. You could maybe scare someone with this. Okay, now on this side, these are spider legs. this one. And this one's a really cool puppet because you're going to put your fingers right through here, and that's how you're going to control the puppet. And then you just need to give your spider a face. And just do a little bit. This is a happy spider. Okay, and there's our spider puppet. Next, we're going to make a paper bag puppet. You'll need a paper bag, decorations, glue, and scissors. So I already cut out my pieces that I needed, and I'm going to glue them onto here. And this. And you can find maybe some of this stuff at your house. You might have some paper, or I found these feathers. You might have sequins or glitter. There's lots of possibilities. You can definitely use your imagination. Okay, and then for the wings of this one, I just traced my hands. I'm gonna slide those behind and over here. Oh, this is looking great. Okay, and then you could glue these feathers up here on top. That looks awesome. Okay, let's move on to our last puppet. This is called the clothespin puppet. So we're gonna use clothespins, paper, decorations, glue, and scissors. I made 2 examples here so you can kind of see what they look like. Those are funny. Okay, so we're gonna actually make a fish. And for this one, I know this might seem a little scary, but we're gonna cut it in half. Don't be scared, you got it. Okay. And I colored this and drew this on paper. You can draw any kind of animal. You could do a person. You're gonna put a little bit of glue on your clothespin, just the side. And then you're gonna match that up in the bottom and this up on the top. And you have a clothespin puppet. Now that we've made our puppets and we've developed our characters, you could also do some settings or scenery. So here I took an old cardboard box and I made with some tissue paper and some ribbon and some seashells and paper, I made a whole setting of the beach. Okay, and then up here, you could draw on paper and you could use this trifold board for your setting or your scenery. Thank you so much for joining us today for Story Elements and Puppetry. This was so much fun. As Elmo says, it's incredible where you can go with your imagination. And I know you'll be able to use your imagination in lots of ways. Be safe, be healthy, be positive.
Thank you, Keely, for that wonderful lesson today. Did you guys learn anything? I did. What about you? I learned something too. See, everybody learns. So thanks again, Keely. On behalf of everyone here, including my hands, this has been FSD TV.